So you managed to squeeze in more or less all of the James Gunn movie regulars.
Well, I did, I guess. Let's see. Did I forget anybody? I got Nathan Fillion. I got Rob Zombie. I got, Rooker. I got my brother Sean. I got my buddy Stevie Blackheart. Valentine Mealy, my good buddy Valentine Mealy, who's been in a lot of my movies. He didn't make it, so next time.
You couldn't just Photoshop him in somewhere.
Yeah.
It does feel. I mean, my concern was that you'd get swamped by the James Gunn voice would disappear, and it doesn't seem that way. What did you do to keep it?
I was born with an extremely aggressive personality. I think that's really what got it done. I wasn't swamped at all. It was like the best experience to have such great people around me helping me to make a movie. And I've always been an incredibly careful planner. When I make a movie, I plan every single thing out meticulously. And in this case, it gave me a lot more freedom because I really was able to go all the way with the camera angles and the colors and all of the stuff that I always wanted to do and really just never had the budget to do. I mean, I think we had a crane for 1 day on, Super and 2 days on Saldana. I couldn't even afford a crane. So to be able to do all this stuff on this movie was a delight.
Because, the jump in scale is remarkable.
Yeah. Yeah.
How does that, apart from giving you more tools, how does that change the experience of directing?
It makes it easier, man. The first day on set, I was like, set up a shot, and we're on Morag on the planet, and we're setting it up, and I do the shot, and then I do the next shot, and then I do the next shot, and I go, wow, this is crazy, man. I actually get to, sit down in between takes. This is the coolest thing I've ever... It's so much easier. When I did Super, I was doing 50 setups a day. We did, I think, 25 to 28 setups a day on Guardians, which was by far the most any Marvel movie I'd ever had, because I still work really fast. Ben Davis still works really fast. I mean, we want to keep it going and going and keep that energy up. But for me, it was also, it was relaxing.
It feels like an interesting choice. I mean, Super, for me, was literally the most accurate takedown of the idea of the everyman hero you could have.
Yeah.
And Peter Quill is a bit of an everyman hero.
Yeah, he is. He is. Well, listen, I think that there's big differences there, but there's also pretty key similarities in that it is, my job in life is to talk about oddballs and outcasts, and that's what Frank is in Super, and that's what all of the Guardians are. So that's my real concern. That's the real center for me. So whether you're doing something that's extremely iconoclastic like Super is, and purposefully so, or you're doing something that's a story, a story for families and for everybody like Guardians, to me the emotional center of both those movies is sort of similar.
And in terms of collaborating, because Kevin Feige obviously is very key to the studio, Joss, who, by the way, I'm presuming now looks at this and sort of is sad about not being able to ever touch Firefly again.
Yeah. Who, Kevin?
No, Joss.
Oh, Joss, yeah. Well, I don't know. Who knows? He can do whatever he wants with Firefly.
No, it's sort of... It's so much. It's similar ideas, but to an incredible scale and to a much more. But how much is that a collaboration between you, Kevin, and Joss now? The sort of the universe you've created.
It's not. I mean, to be completely honest, I love Joss, and he was influential, and he read my scripts and gave notes. But Joss reads the script a couple times and gives notes, just like 15 other people, And then some of those I listen to, and some of those I don't. Kevin is a real collaborator. Kevin is somebody who, we talk a lot at the script stage. I go and I shoot exactly what I want. He's not really involved at the shooting stage. And then in the post stage, we sit in there and we go over things. And for me and Kevin, I think the real amazing find of this movie for me is what an amazing partner I have in Kevin. It's actually in two people, in Kevin and in Chris Pratt. I think the three of us make a very good team. But Kevin is somebody who is very much like me in that we objectively look for what works the best in a movie. So the ego is not really a part of it, and that makes the collaboration very easy.
Okay, thank you very much, James.
Thanks, man. Thank you.